What's up, y'all? It's your boy J Cruz, aka known as the Audio Cat, here with another sad day, guys. I was out the streets getting my car after going to Memphis and having a great time. I decided to come to the streets and get the car to learn the tricks of the car on the streets as far as digs go. And we had a problem. I'm gonna show y'all what happened. So if y'all see here, let me drive y'all over here. This is what we prepped. You see all the prep, and we had the burnout. We're doing runs with my wife. You see all this oil on the floor? All that little pieces of metal you see right there? Guys, I can't explain. We were taking off at 4,000 to 4,500 RPM. Hold on, let me get to the light for y'all. We were taking off at the track, 4,000, 4,500 RPM. Didn't have no issues. Diff brace, solid drive shaft, axles, everything done. Coming to the streets, we're taking off at 2,000 RPMs. Now listen to me, guys. 2,000 RPMs. Look what happened. Let me show y'all over here real quick so y'all can see what happened to the Audio Cat. All right, let me get down here. Y'all can see the oil right there. Y'all see that piece missing right there? Cracked it. All over the place. It also did, watch this, guys. Let me show y'all something else on the other side of the car. If y'all look over here very well, y'all will get to see that it also cracked it in half. I don't know if y'all can see that right there. Cracked in half the rear end. So, hold on. This should concern comes in what caused that problem. I don't know. We do have a diff brace. We have everything we could possibly think about in the car for that to happen, but it happened. So we called the tow truck. We are waiting right now at this point in time for the tow truck to come. Audio Fox right there. He's playing with us around. We're having a good time. Let me talk to Mrs. Audio Cat. She was actually here learning how to play with her car too, guys. But I'm gonna come and put on the video and see what she has to tell y'all. Miss Audio Cat. Miss Audio Cat. What do you have to tell the camera today?
Well, I told her and I told you that I was gonna get her and take her out for good because I saw you kissing on her, so that's what she gets.
And Micah, you heard what she just said?
Yeah,
she saw me kissing the car in the video, and she said, I'm gonna get you back for the car because this is set up by you.
If you guys go and look at the comments that I posted, when I saw you kiss on her, I warned you guys she was gonna be out.
So my question is, that sounds like this is sabotage to me, man. You know, I'm all fun and games about it, man. I mean, you know, you probably hear me say it like 1,000 times in my video. I don't have a drug problem. I don't have an alcohol problem. I have a racing problem. So long story short, we are going to wait for the tow truck to come pick it up and get the car out and situated as soon as possible. They said it has a warranty. I just bought that rear end. We're about to find out what happens here, guys. So I'll be back in a few and give you guys an update when the tow truck gets here. It's your boy J Cruz, aka known as the Audio Cat, man. We're on our way to go check on the Audio Kitty. She's at Jack Fab. I'm gonna introduce you to them in a few minutes. But I want to show you something very interesting. Some Texans are really true Texans, even with their car. I got a question for you. You guys see that bumper, but I don't know if y'all could closely see. Let me see if I can zoom y'all in up there. He got some horns, some metal horns. Look at this, y'all. Fabricated in front of his car. He is gonna kill somebody with that. That young man right there gonna kill somebody with this expedition here. Everything is custom fabricated, as you can tell. But that right there is some scary stuff. So I want y'all to comment below and tell me what y'all think. Is that a safety hazard? Should it be illegal? He could literally kill somebody with that. Y'all tell me about that. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, so we're over here at Jack Fab. This is where the Audio Cat is. A lot of my friends have referred me, recommended me to this place. And you could tell, they build fast Mopars. So this is where we're at today with the Audio Cat. This is what it comes to, guys. I can't complain about the people who've touched my car. I'm not trying to put names out there and blast nobody down, but I am going to say one thing. I do believe that if you specialize in something, you're pretty good at it. And they were highly recommended to me by a guy named Battlecat, which y'all know him. USS Scott also got his car out here, and other people have actually brought their cars here. Well, the Audio Cat came out here, and we're about to take a look and kind of plot and figure out exactly what we're going to put together to get this car done, to make it officially right and make it dependable and make sure that everything worked properly. So we got my boy Matt over here. Matt's the guy who's came pretty much in this video and came and picked up my car at my house and brought her way out here to the north side of the Texas county line. We're really up here, guys. Like, man, it was a mission, but it was well worth it. But we got the cars out here, man. So look at the guy who's gonna be working with it. That's this other guy over there. That's Jack himself from Jack Fab. He's actually there working, so we're not gonna bother him while he's doing what he needs to do. But tell us exactly what you guys do here at Jack Fab.
Here we do simple bolt-ons to twin turbo setups. This is a Hellcat with a 426 stroker. That's going to be a twin turbo car. I mean, Scott's car, we're doing the Magnuson. So I mean, it doesn't matter what you want to do, we can do it here.
If they wanted, they could do it here. And the thing is, how long y'all been working on Mopars?
So like 5-6 years on the Hellcat platform. Since they came out on the Hellcat platform, we've touched them since day one.
So you kind of know what the ins and outs about it. You can agree to that?
Most definitely.
You've been through all the errors and the issues. We're about to find out, man. So look, pretty much you're gonna come to this, man. The AUDIOZONE is on a mission. I never thought I was gonna really start putting things adding stuff to my cars. I kind of was happy with the car for a while the way it was, but a lot of people that I went out and raced throughout the times of having the car got upset and pretty much started putting money in their cars, and I hear about it. So one thing you want to do when you have the kind of fun that we do in the streets and the roll racing and the dig racing, and now we're going to the track, you want to make sure the car performs right, but it's also very important to understand that somebody who deals with it, you know, on a regular basis, and you can see they got them everywhere here in the shop, they've been through the ups and downs of the cars. They kind of know what the car behavior could be like and what causes those issues. Kind of like what I do in audio. I've been doing it for 24 years. My guy could tell you, they could tell me over the phone, listen, I'm having a problem, and I'll tell them, listen, go to the back, there's a few, because you know what you're doing. So we got the AUDIOZONE here. I'm gonna chit chat with them about a couple things. I'm gonna show you guys the car and what's going on.
Yeah, the blower is actually a manifold. So there's no guts in it.
So it's just hollowed out to become the carrier for the air that's coming in from the twin turbo kit, which y'all can actually see right here. Yeah, that's actually pretty interesting, man. Because they got a twin turbo kit in here, that's a 426.
Yeah, so it's a billet 426. So it's a billet 8 counterweight crank, Tech heads with Pulley head studs.
So when you say the head studs, at what point do you know that we need to put head studs in our cars?
Really, when you start getting into that 1100 range. I mean, I've had guys lift heads at lower, but I've also had guys lift about 1100. So I mean, really, when you start getting into that 1000,
the high boost.
Yeah.
The other thing I've heard about it, when you do an E85, they recommend changing the, I guess either the head gaskets or something like that for the car that'll be able to work for the E85. What you think about that, Jack?
Yeah,
well, I've read online, and this is actually, you guys are the pro, but I've read online, when you do E85 cars in these Hellcats, they recommend changing the head gaskets.
I mean, if you're not pushing crazy pedals,
no point, yeah. I mean, you know, this is why you got the guys who do what they need to do, man. Because look at twin turbo kit, this car is going to be really fast, huh?
Yeah, come look in the trunk.
Look
in the trunk.
The trunk area, what a lot of people are going to see when they race this car, I'm going to tell you, it could be the back area. In fact, if you're racing him, I think you should put a tow hook in the front of the car so he could drag you down the strip, because I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Check this out, y'all. He's going with the NOS. So he's turbocharged and NOS.
It's no joke.
Now, we talked about NOS. What is the benefit on a Hellcat with NOS?
It's gonna help you make so much more power. Like on this, it's gonna help spoil those turbos because we were running 72, 75s, so that it's gonna help get that turbo spoiling
Faster.
Yeah, because it's gonna take a minute.
On a blower car, what's the benefits of having NOS?
I mean, you're on a 200 shot, you're gonna add 100 to 200 horsepower to your car.
I know that there's also cooling characteristics that it does.
Yeah, in a way it does help for cooling. In a way, it definitely does gonna help your IATs a little bit.
An IAT is your intake air temperature sensor. So if you have a Hellcat and you see that they're usually running above 100, 140, that's what the average on them, that's what it's going to help in lower, which is colder air. That's why supercharged cars in colder air actually run better, because the cooler the air, the better the detonation is going to be inside of the compression ratio. Basically, with the cooler air getting hot, you get better of a boost in the car and it just runs better. I'm about to lift it up, it's just a pleasure to be able to see it, but I'm kind of liking that NOS kit, I'm not going to lie. Comment below if y'all think we should add a NOS kit to the AUDIOZONE. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. I'm gonna show you a couple of the builds they got, but they just from here. Of course, we got me water lifting this up, man. We got Hellcat's car there. Good friend of mine. I'm not gonna get too close because y'all can't see what he's doing, but I am gonna tell you that car can be very fast. We also got outside USS Scott, which is known as the Intimidator. Y'all probably seen him at the track. He's actually out here too, and that's kind of why the AUDIOZONE is here also. You know, referrals is a great part of business. It actually helped build the business, but at the same time, it also helped with us in the fact of being able to trust somebody to do a job when they refer to you because they did good work. If you got somebody you didn't like and they worked in your car, you won't refer them. But if they did good work, you will refer them. Let me show you what's going on down here.
This has got the G-force axles. We have the CCI drive shaft. We also got a Demon trans, Demon torque converter, and then we got 72, 75 millimeter turbos.
Wow, beautiful. I like this setup.
Right now it's got 1320 springs, but end of this week we'll have the Mentor coilover set up on the front and rear.
This car gonna fly.
Yeah.
I know when I see him in the streets or in the track, I'm not running him. Just giving you a heads up.
The exhaust is only gonna go right here. We're gonna have some cutouts coming out the side.
Pretty amazing, man. I like the turbo setup. I like the way it looks down here. I'm not gonna lie.
They don't look too bad.
I like it a lot, actually.
And it's also got a 15-inch brake conversion front and rear.
I'm kind of liking this turbo kit. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of got me looking at it.
Game changer.
It is a game changer. We might talk about that later. Right now, I'm gonna get the car, have some fun with it the way that it is, and then probably go. I kind of like this. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all might be doing this to my car. Comment below. Should we go nitro? Should we go turbo? Y'all tell them. We do this for y'all on the channel, man. All right, crew. So we are at the point right now. We have ordered the diff brakes for the vehicle, and we have the diff brakes here. So now I'm about to open the package to make sure we receive the right package, so we could drop it off to the guys at Jack Fab and get this installed in the vehicle. And hopefully stop breaking rear ends, man, because that's kind of like a weak point for my car. It gets kind of frustrating, man, because it costs me money, it's costing me labor, it's costing me time having the car down, and it's really not a good feeling to have, man. So I ordered this for performance tech development. Y'all know them in performance development. This is what the part is looking like. You can see that right here. That's the logo for the company that we got this from. I'm dying to see what it looks like, to see if it can be what I need it to be, because I just can't keep on breaking diff braces on my car. It gets kind of frustrating. It kind of gets overwhelmed, man. I haven't had my car for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks now, and that's kind of sucks to have a car that's down when you have to be upgrading parts, because when you go up and power the car is no longer gonna be able to hold, you know, what it was designed to do. But this is what the diff brace looks like. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Look at the instructions on it right now. Look at the DIRS installation kit. But it's telling you what you're gonna do there. And let me show you what it is. So it's a multiple piece unit. This is gonna be the front brace that goes in front of the car. But this is gonna be able to stabilize the front part of my differential. So it's like a cradle that goes in the front where my drive shaft comes in and stops it from rocking around there. We also have all the bushings and stuff here, which I don't wanna lose nothing from this. We have the piece that goes in the back here, which I'm gonna show y'all here too. This is the piece right here. It goes onto my diff. Then we got the secondary piece for the back, which is gonna be their V3, their version 3. They've had a couple of them. The one on the car right now is the number 1. It's good for stock applications. It was really good to me when I was stock, but once I went into doing some more power, then it kind of is not holding up no more. So this is gonna be the next part that goes into it. And that's this piece right here. But the design of this is pretty much gonna be where these two things come together. It goes into my rear end, this comes into my diff, and what it does is that it makes it solid. So when I'm doing hard hits or hard pulls in the car or hard anything, it allows the diff to not have so much movement, which is causing it to crack. So an example, the drive shaft is aligned with the front of my rear end. The axles come out of the rear end. When you're taking off very hard and putting on that pressure, that tends to shake. In fact, you've probably seen cars in the track, when they take off, you hear that wheel hop, when they take it off for the track. That wheel hop is all kinds of vibration going on in your rear end. And what it does is that it causes damage because you're putting a lot of torque, a lot of horsepower to it, and then it's in turn taking all the revolutions that the motors give to the transmission give it to the differential is then turning it through the gears and getting it out to your tires. So you're getting a car that's over 4,500 pounds, and you're taking, making it basically take off, with putting all this tension in the rear end. Is basically snapping my rear ends in pieces, and that's the problem that I'm having with the car. I understand the concept behind it, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, I need to do what I need to do to make sure that doesn't happen no more. So this is one of the parts that we're doing. They've also referred me to do in Jack Fab, there's a thing called a cradle lockout. So on my rear end, which I'll probably show you when I get over there with them, there's other bushings that go on there, like a lockout kit going for that. And on my subframe, so the subframe is the piece that gets the body and aligns it to all the components of the suspension. There's also lockouts going on that, which are gonna stop what we know is wheel hop and help my car not have so much vibration when it's going to take off. So I'm gonna get this piece here and go drop it off to them. We're waiting for the cradle lockouts to come in, and we should have this car hopefully pretty soon back on the road and giving you guys some great footage and some great content, man. Shout out to Jack Fab for the work they're doing. Great recommendations. They're gonna be doing some other mods next year, but also shout out definitely to Performance Development for actually coming up with the idea of reading the testimony. You won't believe that this man had nothing to do with performance parts. This is not really a performance part company. This guy went to the track at an event, saw a lot of cars taking off and a lot of Mopars breaking their rear ends. He figured out that there was a need, because basically business is filling in the need of what the market needs. He has a company that develops other kind of material, but up the street from him, there's a machine shop, because they actually CNC'd the first generation Diff brake, which you're gonna see in this video. I'll put a picture of it now so you guys can see it. Now that you saw the picture, that was the first gen of the differential braces that came out. From there, they got the second gen that came out, which I'm gonna show it to you guys right now. Look at the second gen from Performance Development. Y'all can take a look at this. And now they got the third. The third gen is the one that I have here. You can see it's a multiple piece kit, but it also comes with the brace for the front of my differential. You know, yeah, the car is down, and a lot of people may criticize that the Hellcat's broken. Yeah, but guys, you gotta understand something. When you take a car that was designed from factory to be a daily car with the power that it has, it was developed that way. Once you start taking that car and exceeding the limitations that the car was designed for, you're going to have to expect things to not hold up. Number one, the tires that come with from factory are not gonna work for you. Once you get into doing mods, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna be able to get the, even though you have more power in the car, you have better off on a Hellcat stock coming from a dig than you will on a modified where you're gonna spend a lot more. The difference is gonna be that with the car with the more mods, as soon as you do get traction, it's gonna fly right by the other Hellcat or whatever's next to it. So the benefit can be more once the tire hooks. So one of the mods we do in the cars is tires. The other thing we do is the axles. I've broken 2 axles of this car. The reason is, again, they're not designed to hold that kind of weight or that kind of load. The third thing I did in that car was a drive shaft. So the drive shaft, I'm gonna show you guys what this is right now. This is what a drive shaft looked like from factory. And this is what the drive shaft looked like that I have on the car right now. It's a solid piece, all aluminum from DSS. Take a look at this. So now if you notice between the 2 pictures, what you're gonna notice the biggest difference is that the factory one comes from the transmission. It comes with a little bar, basically a little Pico drive shaft with a yoke in the middle that comes out and has another bar. They always break in the middle because it's a lot of power. So the new one is gonna be a solid piece. The difference you have when you put the DSS solid shaft on it, you're gonna feel a lot more vibrations. You're gonna feel a lot more things to the road. The feeling of the car is a lot different. It's not the same thing. Of course, it takes a lot more power, but you're also taking away from the comfort of the car. With the cradle lockout that I'm gonna do, even though they supply all these different bushings and stuff that help, but with the cradle lockouts in the car, you're gonna definitely feel, especially when you're shifting, it's gonna be more of a harder snap to the thing because you're going directly to the frame of the car. There is nothing cushioning in between it. But when you're getting into these cars and you start building them, guys, it's kind of stuff you need to do to get it done. So this part's gonna be going into the car. We already had the axles done. They're gonna be fixing, another thing on my car that they recommended to me was the grip tech. Now let me tell you what I've learned about pulleys in this video. My first intention of going with the pulley, I went with the Lithens. The Lithens is supposed to be the same manufacturer, the OEM pulley that come from the Hellcat. They developed out in Canada. They're different with those, and when the car is spinning, right, you got a belt that's rotated the supercharger. When it rotates the supercharger, what happens is that when you let go of the gas, there's momentum from the spins inside of the supercharger. That puts wear on the front bar. Because the Lithens is the clutch that it activates when it feels pressure and releases it when it doesn't. I bought that, I had that fail on me twice, and I'll show you a clip on this video right now of the 2 failures of this Lithens. Take a look at this video. This was not a good video, I'm not really happy with it, but I gotta bring it to y'all, man. I'm having a problem with the kitty cat. I'm gonna show y'all, let me get my phone real quick and show you what's going on. So y'all can see right there like my boost gauge. I'm gonna go ahead and downshift for y'all. So y'all can see this. Let me get it closer for y'all. Y'all can see the floor in it. I got 0 boost. You see that? Like all the way to the floor. Look at that speedometer, and y'all tell me that looks normal for this car. We're ready? Flooring it to the floor, 3rd gear. So we know that's something. So this is what I'm seeing. Little metal shavings all through here, through there. I got some weird grease mark right there, and look at that in there. It looks weird to me. Look, you see this grease here? This is what Travis is telling me about. It looks concerning. You can see it there in front of the pulley, I guess, a little bit, and you can see it there. That's kind of what we're working with. So Travis thinks the shaft is broken, and he's about to check. So now that y'all seen those 2 clips, look at the failure I've had. They actually failed me twice. From there, I went out to a friend of mine named Demonology. I asked him about his opinion. He also told me that he was considering Lithens, but because they had such a high fail rate, which I did not notice when I bought the Lithens, I reviewed it, I Googled it, I searched it up, I saw nothing but great reviews on the Hellraiser, Lithens Pulley, ended up having it, bad experience. Put the Metco. I put the Metco pulley on. When I put the Metco pulley in the car, the issue I have with the car, if you've ever heard my car, when I step on the car and I let go of the gas, I have a thing called belt slip, which is in turn turning into loss of boost, basically, because you're losing boost, the potential of boost. Right now, we've had a problem. If you watch the videos of us in Memphis, you'll see that my car took off with Mission Flyer. Uncle took off with, I actually raced him, I think, twice from a dig. Mod to Fame drove my car. You guys will notice that my car would take off, bog down, and then take off. We still haven't been able to dial that in because this obviously happened before I can get the car tested and tuned. But they believe it could be one of 2 things that failed me in the car. Either the belt slipping on the pulley when it takes off, or the actual fuel. So the fuel levels in the car, when I take off, they say that the fuel switches to the back, the pump stays dry, so we don't know about that. But I went ahead and got the Grip Tech. I did some reviews on that when they told me about it, and it actually has great reviews. It's a special design pulley that has a special basically material on the pulley itself that bonds with the belt that drives it, so you have basically no spinning. That's why they call it Grip Tech. It's supposed to be a lot better than the Metco. I have the Metco kit, but I'm going with the Grip Tech now and doing those mods. In the future, I'm thinking about doing some other mods to the car. I don't know how much it's gonna go. I have on this car a 4 dual pump fuel system in the car. And so far the car's been running good, guys. I don't know how deep I want to go. My son's thinking about mounting his car. It's always going to be us racing, so we're going to see what happens from there forward. But we're going to figure out what happens if we keep on rolling on this video. So long story short, guys, this is the update on the Hellcat and what's happened to her throughout the trajectory. When I had it stock, never had a problem with the car. Honestly, I enjoyed it, had a great time with the car. Once I got into modding the car has began to give me a lot of failures, and the failures that it's given me has been because of the modification I've done to the car. What happens is that the failures that the cars have given me has not been caused by the car, but you're modifying the car, guys. So up to here, I'm going to tell you guys it's been a great experience with the car. I've had a lot of great fun with the car. A lot of the cars I've raced have been more modded, and now I basically have to mod my car more to be able to just keep up, man. I'm not going to be the fastest car. I can tell you I'm not going to be the fastest car out there. There's some people putting some serious money in the cars. I'm not trying to go to a full-blown race car. I do want to have a car that I could drive to car meets, drive to Houston, do whatever I want to. But we're going to see how this build keeps on going, guys. So right now I'm going to get these parts out to Matt over at Jack Fab's. I've referred to them by a couple friends of mine. Mod to Fame was one of them that gave me referrals to them. Second was not Mission Flyer, but Battle Cat, the Intimidator. All these cars are out there. This is going to be going out to them now. Okay. This is going to be going out to them now, and then they can finish building on the vehicle and hopefully give us a solid car that we can have some solid passes. So stay tuned if we keep on working the progression of the Audio Cat. She's been a great car. Hopefully we'll make it better. Thank you guys always for the support you guys are giving us, man. The comments are always appreciated. Please don't forget to share these videos with your friends and your family. Don't forget to turn on the notification bells. And please, guys, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. We want to tell you guys that what you guys have done for us has been great by giving this support in this channel, man. But we're going to keep on working hard. Always DM me or comment to me and let me know exactly what it is that you guys want me to do. I'm trying to tailor the channel to be better for you guys this year, but we've had an awesome year in 2020. Y'all be good and God bless. Like a 20-minute video.